Hello all, welcome to another episode of In-Car series. I think this is episode 6, if I remember right. And just try to get this to load up, hang on. Yeah, it's just kind of sliding about a bit. Work's no bother sometimes, other times it's just a pain. It's normally a pain when you're just in a hurry and you can't be bothered. And you've got to get going here. Sometimes it works first time, other times it doesn't. Sod's law. So like I say, hello all, welcome to another episode of In-Car series, episode 6. Just on my way to my work, starting on the buses. I'm going to do 22 route, first half. Come off my break, back on again for my second half on Whitfield. 17's my favourite route. That's a good route. It's because it's got a bit of nostalgia for me as well. My favourite buses when I was a kid used to be on that route, and I used to stay. Well, the route serves the area where I live. I used to stay near Whitfield, Cheviot Crescent, and now Staples Hill. The bus route covers that. If you saw the previous episode, maybe the one before that, it was 4. I was up at Whitfield. I was filming the new buildings that have been built there, and also the original scarring blocks that have been refaced during the 80s and 90s Whitfield regeneration programme. But you can still tell that they're scarring blocks. Originally they were flat. I should really, if I've got time, maybe on a future episode, I'll put a pop-up picture of what the scarring blocks looked like before they were refaced. They were just blocks, flat blocks, with corridors, flat roofs and that. I was to say, I've done articles on my channel about Whitfield, quite a lot actually, just type it in. Obviously I'll try to get the channel sorted so they could maybe get but I'm not changing the channel, but I'll put a video up with links and descriptions for a particular subject. So it's a nice day today. I've got to park at the Gallagher Retail Park, quickly get up to Marks and Spencer's and the CEA, pick up 2 pairs of shoes that I ordered up a couple of days ago. Then I've got to walk back to the Gallagher Retail Park, go to my work, which is just a bus depot just across from it, park up, collect the bus and then start the shift from there. And I've got about 36 minutes to do it, so I've got to get going. So I've not really got time to do much. And notorious for leaving things to the last minute. It's always been me. I've always left things to the last minute. Somehow I always seem to make it, but I kind of time things to the last minute. Hence, you're able to squeeze this video in as well, utilising the driving time. Well, I've got time while I'm driving down, so I could probably squeeze in a wee video whilst I'm doing this. I've done this route that often, I know it like the back of my hand, and bored of tears with it, so I thought I could use the time to let you know I'm getting on in that with the plans we've got for future videos. I'll try and get, like my mate was saying on that other episode, the previous one, 5, we were on about shopping centres, like the Lochee shops, Overgate shopping centre, that's all been changed now. If I can dig out any old footage that I've got of them, then I'll be sure to put that up on the channel to show you what it was like before, what it's like now. There's something else. Actually, I uploaded the video just before this. Actually, now that I remember, I put one up just before this one, and it's about my observations regarding bizarre stuff. Well, stuff I find bizarre. Let's put it like that, because I find it bizarre, so I'm putting it on my channel as it is, as I called it. It's bizarre to me. It might not be bizarre to others, but for me, it's bizarre. And then I thought I would just share what I find bizarre on the channel. It is lately. Well, actually, the Constance one. I'll tell you that one. It was a few days ago. Actually, it's when I was doing that episode 2, the Midnight Mast Adventure, Angus Transmitter, Midnight Mast. Come on, I'm going to listen to that traffic. I don't have time to sit. bloody lights. Traffic down there is unbelievable. And basically going along the Turrup Road and going to go to the Concha, just miss out the traffic lights and the traffic on that Lockheed Road. And then a bit of a hurry. Yeah, I had a shot in my mate's car. He's no long past his test, and there was a bit of a road bit or an area where I was going to park it that I thought it might be best that I had done it like. So basically I had a shot of his car, but because his clutch has got a very low biting point, it's a very soft clutch. My car has got it's quite a heavy clutch and it's got a high biting point, so right instantly I stalled his car. I mean, I've been driving for I've had my license for 27 years, 1995, driving for all these years, apart from 95 to 1999, because I couldn't afford the car. I started driving from 2000 onwards continuously, but I passed my test in 1995 and I drove around in 1995. I shot some of these cars and all through the 90s. But anyway, I've been driving for over that 27 years, right? So I felt like a learner again, and I stalled the car a few times just to get used to that clutch. So that was that, and then later on that night, or the following morning, I watched the YouTube channel I watched the video on this channel that I watch regularly. I have done for years, and the guy was talks about various stuff. He talks about, I'm not naming the channel on this video, but the channel might be watching this now actually, because he's commented on one of my videos, so possibly you might know what I'm on about. But he said that he stalled his partner's car. Now that's the first time I've ever heard him talk about that, and that was just after I did that with my mate's car. It was either that night, I think it was actually the next morning actually. The chances of that are just unbelievable. He said that he stalled his partner's car. What's the chances of that? And I stalled my mate's car a few times to get used to that clutch. And then the guy that talks about subjects brought that up, that he stalled his partner's car. What's the chances? It's just, to me, it's too much of a coincidence. So I mentioned that. The other thing I noticed lately is I've probably mentioned on my other videos as well, but the drinking water. I find that quite strange because there's a strange taste to it now, and smell to it that I've noticed lately. Not just here in Dundee, around the country. In fact, from John O'Groats to all over England as well, places in England. So it's stretched quite a bit, and it's like an inky taste. It's actually, now that I think of it, it's like the AdBlue that you get for diesel engines, the exhaust smell. You sometimes smell it in the air if you're driving behind a diesel car with Euro 5 and Euro 6 engines that have the AdBlue system. It's sprayed into the exhaust. You probably would have heard that, I suppose. Spray into the exhaust system to desulfurise it reacts with the exhaust, the diesel exhaust fumes. To bring the emissions down to Euro 5, Euro 6 standards. The AdBlue, it's like an exhaust liquid that's injected into the exhaust stream. And there's other processes that go on as well. There's a selective catalytic converter, diesel particulate filters, and so anyway, all that smell anyway is what I've noticed. But it's awful like that smell I've noticed with the drinking water. It's got a really strong kind of resemblance to that smell. I don't know if it is that, I don't know, but I've noticed it lately. Before that, it was more like a chlorine smell, like the swimming baths, like what you smell like the swimming, the chlorine. It was the drinking water was like that, and places around the country had their own sort of smell and taste to the water, the drinking water. The Highlands up north of Scotland had a more of a peaty kind of colour and taste to it. The English water places, I've been all in Britain, and the water's got their own kind of taste in it. But now they've got this sort of baseline standard taste, and it's got this kind of inky, like it's an inky smell, and it's like that AdBlue after it's been out the tail end of the diesel engine's exhaust on Euro 5 and Euro 6. That's what it resembles to me anyway, because I've sort of like tried to get something that it resembles, and it resembles that. The other things I've noticed as well is Halloween. Halloween, I mean, it never used to be as hyped up as it is now in the last couple of years. I mean, when I grew up in the 80s, it was like penny for the guy. You know, went to guys and that, but it was only on Halloween. But now there's a big build up to it before Halloween. There's a big build up to it, big load of, you know, it's like Christmas in a way, getting the same sort of profile as Christmas. People are doing their houses up, their gardens up, and everything. It never used to be, for me anyway, right, it never used to be like that until lately. So that's just an observation that I've made. Could be a Mandela effect, I don't know, but there's that. And also there was bizarre stuff as well lately, is that Christmas decorations seem to be up all year long as well. I was just kind of blathering on a bit there to you, but I was on my video before this one, so I've got to go. I've got to walk from here to Gallagher Retail Park. I've got to get this ticket because it's free parking here for 2 hours. I've got to go up and get my shoes. I'll get something out of the shop, one of the shops, Marks and Spencer's, because it's for customers, so I'll be a customer here. So I've got to collect my shoes, and then I've got to get to my work, just over there, park up, and then driving the 22 bus first half, and then the Whitfield second half. The Whitfield housing schemes, as I say, I've done quite a bit about that on my channel. I was going to show you sometime as well where I used to live, Cheviot Crescent. That's actually the name Cheviot Crescent wasn't its original name. It was Finn Low or Fingard Terrace or something, I can't remember, but I was told that it was changed. But when I lived there, since I was born until I was 5, 1975 to 98, it was Cheviot Crescent, and the crescent up from it was Grampian Gardens. That too had its name changed. It was Finn something, because most of the streets in Finchley start with a F, Finn, you know, Finn Larg, Finn Low, Finn Craig Terrace, places like that. Finchley Mains actually was the other one that had a lot of Finchley Mains. That's when my granny used to stay in the early to mid 80s. But someday I'll get around to that on the video. I'm going to have to go. Right, that was just that basically. I'll be blare away. It's in car, is it? And let you know how we get on. Right, bye for now. See you later. Bye.